That was a bar. That was a whole bar.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Boss Life TV. You can call me Tasha, Latasha, or Indian Fairy. I'm her, okay? Today I am going to talk about a topic that no one likes to talk about, and I am going to crush your dreams. It's not a dream, it's actually a freaking nightmare. A nightmare. We are going to talk about how I personally gave up on the American dream. Yes, the American dream. It's not a dream. It is a fucking nightmare. Excuse my language, but it's a nightmare. So anybody that say, I want to live this American dream, please know that you are slowly digging yourself a grave. The American dream is a lie. And the American dream is only funding a dream of a corporation. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm raw, I'm real. And again, I'm coming from my perspective. So if it doesn't resonate, let it fly. So let's get into the video. I quit my 9 to 5 job. I was $100,000 middle class working woman with a newborn and a 6-year-old at that time. When I tell you that I gave up and hung up my boots just to find freedom, I said, you know what? Forget the American dream. See, one thing that they don't understand is that COVID really showed us our worth as individual, as humans, and as parents. When we went through COVID, COVID really opened our eyes to see on the other side. We realized that we were literally slaves to the system, and that only thing that the system was funding is a one-way ticket to fucking hell. Okay? A one-way ticket to hell. When I tell you that I looked around and realized all the opportunities that I missed out on because I was working a 9 to 5 job, constantly being a robot to a job that didn't give two craps about me or my daughter, I realized that it was corrupt when I had my daughter and they told me that I needed to put my daughter in daycare at 6 weeks and come back because I was a priority worker in 2020 at that time. And you know what I told them? I will not put my baby in danger during COVID, a newborn, just for me to run a route for you guys. And if anyone wants to know what I did, I was a UPS driver making $100,000 a year. I was making $38 an hour, topped out at top rate because I've been there for 10 years. Good money, but I was freaking unhappy. I was so unhappy that my children was unhappy. I was so unhappy that I couldn't enjoy the money. The money went to fund the lifestyle that I lived because I couldn't get any government assistance. I couldn't get daycare. I couldn't get anything. So life was expensive. I might have had a lot of money, but I was still poor. And I'm like, why am I slaving for a job and I'm never getting ahead? I'm still freaking poor. So I said, you know what? I am going to hang up my boots and I'm going to quit my 9 to 5. And I am going to go on a journey of self discovery. I am going to figure out what I personally like and the things that I dislike. I didn't know myself. I didn't know that I had talent. I knew I had talent, but you're so caught up in the system, you don't realize how talented you are. So I said, you know what? I will figure it out. I went on a faith walk, literally. When they were sending out stimulus check, I was taking those checks and I was investing it in my business. Well, at that time, I started a business. I said, you know what? The healthcare system is screwed up. I always wanted to be a neonatal nurse working in the NICU and labor and delivery. And I said, you know what? The system is messed up. I don't want to be a worker. So I started my own doula business, helping women during 2020 give birth to their babies naturally. I found the passion in that. And then I realized that, I have talent. I have something to give and I have something to offer. But America has you thinking that you only have one way of living, and that is to work a 9 to 5 job that will kill you when you retire. Can you imagine? Like, put yourself in the imagination right now. I want you guys to close your eyes and I want you to imagine what would you do if you had time, freedom? Where would you invest your time in? Imagine where you want to be in 15 to 20 years. Can you imagine working into a dream? Can you imagine living a dream of abundance, peace, freedom, running through nature? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine waking up, drinking coffee and tea, and not having to wake up and go to a job that stress you out? Like, can you feel it? It feels good, right? You can do that. You can live that dream. It's all a mindset shift. You can live that dream. You can say, F this. I am going to invest in the things that I love to do so that you can have the freedom and smell the roses that you deserve. It's your birthright to be free. It is your birthright to wake up in the morning and find peace in your heart, knowing that you are in a space of peace, love, and harmony, and that you are in an alignment with the things that God sent you here to do. It feels good. The feeling feels great to wake up and not have to slave to a system that don't care if you die tomorrow. They don't care. So why don't we take that same energy and invest it in our life, our time? Like, give our time to ourselves. Invest in us. If you don't know what you want to do in life, you need to reflect on that. You need to go into deep meditation. You need to take yourself back to a place of happiness. What makes you happy? What hobby do you love to do? And you can make money from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time our dreams come from when we were children. Go back to, when you were a child and the things that you enjoyed doing as a kid, because that's when we were the most purest, when we were children. We were pure during that time. So go back in that time and figure out that, oh, I was a great artist, or I love to sing and dance. Most of the time, those are your callings. But we get wrapped up in a world and we get indoctrinated to believe that we have to go to school, get a degree, work a 9 to 5 or career, retire at 65 to die within 20 to 30, or not even 20 to 30 years, within 10 years, because once you sit down, your body locks up on you. Your body is so familiar with this robot system that as soon as you try to get peace, you're spending the rest of your life in the hospital. You're ill. You're not able to go on vacations. You're 65 years old. You might not have the desire to do it anymore. You wasted so much of your time to provide what? When you can provide that same lifestyle, because a lot of people say, well, I want to generate generational wealth. You don't realize that you can create it yourself. You can create that corporation. You can create that passion. You can create, because we are creators. We women and men, we have creativity within us. God gave us the creativity. God gave us everything that we need for us to be able to operate in our fullness. It's how you operate in your fullness, and that's getting back to self, understanding self, identifying who you are as an individual, cutting out all the distractions around you, because most of the time we are distracted by the things that don't serve us any good, because someone is telling us that we need to live a certain type of way, whether it's your family, your friends, society has us thinking that we have to be one track minded, and if we go against the grain, that we're different, we're the black sheeps, or they try to cut us out, because most of the time it's because they don't know themselves and they don't know their path that they're moving in. And so you have to figure out your path. No one is going to hold your hand. You have to hold your hand to your final destination. If you want the pot of gold, sometimes you got to go through the rain and the storm in order for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And sometimes you got to go through the dark in order for you to birth something so beautiful for your light to shine. But you have to find that light. And if you don't find that light within you, someone else will steal your light, your joy, and they will be the destruction of you and your whole universe, which is your home, your family, and everything that comes under you. So, what are you going to do to say, F this? I am going to live for myself. I am no longer going to allow America and this thing that they paint for me to be my reality. That was a bar. That was a whole bar. Listen, baby, when I start channeling, I start going because I am very passionate about helping people become better within themselves. That is my passion and aspiration. I'm living a dream because I chose me today. I decided to get up one day and say, you know what? I need to help other people because I was able to heal me holistically. And now I'm able to show up for you guys to do the same thing, to motivate you guys to not think one track minded, because one track minded isn't going to get you what you need. It's not going to be your one way ticket to freedom, the land of the free. This ain't the land of the free. We're not. Reality is, it's not. The American dream is not the land of the free, it's the opposite. They want you to believe that. How are you going to make a land of milk and honey for yourself? How are you going to make a land of freedom for you, financial freedom? You can manifest anything you want. It's really a mindset. Money is energy. Time is energy. It's where you spend your currency at. And it's where you allow your money to flow. And in order for you to flow, you got to free your mind. You got to break the chains. You have to. Everybody's in slavery. I don't care if you white, green, black, Chinese, whatever nationality, whatever it is, you are still in slavery to some type of system until you say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to walk in God's path of what God said that this the world is supposed to be. Is getting back to self. He channeled through you. You are the creator. The creator, God made you in his image. So if God made you in his image, you need to show up in his image and be Christ-like and bring that Christ-like energy out so that you can become successful in your life, so that you can say fuck the American dream and stand up for freedom, the real freedom. Okay, so that's it. I really wanted to come on here with this message. If you love this message, please share it with someone that may be struggling with finding their identity. I teach a personal development course that allow you to get rid of bad habits and cultivate healthy habits so that you can be successful in your life moving forward. It's Boss Life TV, and I'm back again with another video. I'll see you next time. 'Cause I don't